Hello. So, as I mentioned, Elizabeth Weimiller here. Let me start with that. I mentioned in my newsletter that I would have two separate special emails coming out to you. This is the first of two. Jupiter is moving signs tomorrow, April 13th. And that's a big change. Anytime the big planets move, we tend to feel it a little more. It's longer range impacts. That's kind of what dictates what we're going to see each year. And remember that end of the month, April 27th, you're going to get another special email about Saturn moving into a new sign as well. So let's start. Jupiter is moving into the sign of Pisces, and it moves in there April 13th of 2022. It's going to have a nice long stay. There's no retrogrades in and out like it was doing in Aquarius. So it's going to be in Pisces and moving into Aries on April 24th, 2023. But I really wanted to give you an idea of what to expect from Jupiter's transit in Pisces. So Jupiter in Pisces is at home, it's in its own sign, and it's really going to bring a breath of much needed fresh air and all new energy. It's really going to encourage growth and expansion in the area of life in which Jupiter is transiting in your chart. So this is going to be different for all different ascendants, different moon signs. You're going to get different flavors. So when we get down to the sign predictions, be sure you look at your ascendant and your moon sign because that will give you, and I would look at both actually, because it's going to give you a little bit of sense of what that mixed energy is going to be. It's really important not to become overconfident in this area and to kind of weigh all the pros and cons before making a decision, because Jupiter is overly optimistic at times, but it's also, Jupiter's the planet of opportunity and possibilities. So during this transit, we could see also an increase in compassion and connection to others. And it's really, really going to be important to develop some empathy. This transit of Jupiter and Pisces could increase our good judgment when it's not receiving harsh aspects from other planets. So if it ends up getting out, when it's getting aspects from like Saturn or Mars, we're going to see different, a little not as positive in energy, but it's still not going to be bad. So if you are a Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces rising this year, you will have the very powerful influence of having a Hamsa yoga. So this is when Jupiter is in one of the angular houses. So either house 1, 4, 7, or 10. So from the ascendant, so it gives really good benefits for health, relationships, career, and overall happiness. However, Neptune is still going to be with Jupiter for the first part of the year. So it's going to be very important to stay mindful of not getting so optimistic that we let Neptune delude us and bring us into a state of illusion as to what the masses may need or want to hear. It could also be, wherever Neptune and Jupiter are together, you just need to be more cautious. Don't, if it's in your 7th house, don't jump into marriage. If it's in your 4th house, don't jump into moving. Give time, let the separation happen between the two planets, and make sure so you don't later regret decisions. Also, I will say, get your rain boots and your raincoat ready, because Pisces is a water sign. Jupiter's very expansive, and Neptune is also the ruler of water. So we could see a lot more flooding over the next year, especially with, as I said, Neptune being here. I will say the lunar mansion of Purva Bhadrapada is also a water lunar mansion, and Neptune is in that until 2024. So that can bring more rain, bring more water, bring more flooding. So just be aware and be ready to be a little wet. So sign predictions for each of the 12 signs. Remember, look at your ascendant or your moon to get a general taste of what's to come for you. The moon is our mind, so that can give that perception, and the ascendant is the other side. If you want to know the true personal impact, it's always best to get your chart read by a professional astrologer, book an appointment with me. Links down below the video for you to go book your appointment. Anyways, with that being said, Aries, this is a year that could be all about endings and closures. It could be the end of your career or your current job that is no longer serving you. It could be retirement. It could be bringing a close to old emotions or beliefs that are no longer serving your highest and greatest good. That's okay. Let them go. This is not the best year to begin a new business. So if you were like, this is the time I'm going to start a new business, kind of wait a year, wait until Jupiter moves into Aries. Otherwise, you may find it doesn't quite go as planned. You can find that memories from the past are going to give you kind of that gift of self-discovery and help you resolve any unresolved wounds. And it's a kind of take this year to prepare for new beginnings. And the new beginnings are going to start, as I said, when Jupiter begins to move into Aries, which will happen. It'll officially be in Aries, April 24th of 2023. So remember the old saying, when one door closes, another door opens. Keep that in mind. And don't necessarily go back through the closed door, but it's really going to be beneficial for you to spend quiet time with yourself to truly contemplate and refresh. Taurus, you should find that your cash flow is much better over the next year. It's a really excellent thing to do things that will expand your mind, your spirituality, your consciousness. You could see great gains from your career or large lump sums of money. So like bonuses could be higher this year. It is only going to come from hard work, effort, and your talents of the time you're putting in, but you should find you're getting more opportunities for expansion. Do not loan money to friends and family unless you're not in a hurry to get it back. You just won't be seeing it. So just know it's going to be more of a gift short term than a loan. For you, Taurus, be sure really pay attention to your budget this year. There could be some overindulging or not paying enough attention to your finances. So check in on your budget, see what's going on, and check in constantly throughout the year. Gemini, this is a year to put yourselves out there, get others to take interest in you. This is a period when you can see career success, whether it's in the form of promotions, recognition, advancement, or congratulations from your bosses. If you're an entrepreneur, this year will see the expansion of your business and prosperity. Really get out, network to help build your reputation. Get creative in how you network if you can't do it in the traditional sense. And even get creative if you can do it in the traditional sense, because that's one way to stand out in today's world where everybody is bombarded by so much, whether it's newsletters or videos or everything. However, be sure to keep up with your responsibilities so that your reputation doesn't take a turn in the wrong direction. So make sure you're keeping track of everything. Don't miss phone calls, as well as be sure to keep yourself busy and kind of avoid, in order to avoid the doldrums, because this could keep you and hold you back. Cancer, you're really in for a lucky year. Let's just say that. This is going to be one of the best transits for Jupiter for you. You will find more fortune, more spiritual knowledge. Travel, if you have the chance, will be more enjoyable for you. It can be a really good time to ask for the raise you've wanted at work or to work on expanding your fortunes. However, it's going to be really important that you don't get lazy or overspend out of optimism. So make sure you're tucking some money in savings or investing it where you feel safe investing it. Take the time and really look at the spiritual side of things. This can bring you an inner confidence and it can lead you on a positive track. So you will find increased opportunities to expand your knowledge, grab them, see where the journey takes you, and really enjoy the journey. I mean, as I said, Jupiter for you, Cancer, is in one of its best houses this year. Leo, over the next year, be sure to work on those things that give you the most support. So using common sense is really going to help you accomplish that checklist you put together. You could have some monetary windfall, such as an inheritance, whether it be, it could be something from marriage, it could be insurance, it could be divorce or property. During this time, it's going to be really beneficial for you to build up your spiritual reserves. So get them, bank them, expand your health, spend time on your health, put you first. Make sure you're really getting the nutrients and exercise your body needs to stay happy and healthy. As cliche as it sounds, but Leo, you need to do that. So the other thing for you, Leo, be sure to stick to budget this year. Don't overspend. And this is really for you not the best time to make big commitments. So take the year, see what happens. Big commitments could be starting a new business, changing careers, marriage, moving, things like that. Virgo, this is a good year to form new partnerships. This could be business partnerships. It could be marriage or relationship. Be sure you're really keeping your commitments with your partner. You'll find relationships will blossom and you'll find more agreements and expectations are met. So, it's a beautiful, beautiful time for you, Virgo. Growth at work and in your career are going to really allow you to be more successful. So learn more about your business too, because that's really going to help you. Some travel for work is good. And if possible, it can be good to bring your partner with you. And remember that during this transit over the next year, diplomacy is going to be your best friend. So hear others out, work to understand things from their perspective, ask questions, and it's really gonna help make you stronger, and people are going to respect you more. But also remember to show others your gratitude this year, Virgos. Libra, if you thought you were in for a slow year, guess again. Jupiter is transiting your house of work, and it is going to produce more opportunities and work as it moves through. So you're going to find you get more support from coworkers or employees, and that a good work environment can bring success to you. It's a good time to apply for a job, or like if you own your own company, hire new employees, or even if you're a manager, to hire new employees. Be sure to eat happy. Be sure to eat happy. Do that too. Be sure to eat healthy and get out and exercise to achieve your health goals. If you have been considering adding a new furry family member, now can be a really great time to bring them home. So from now, April 13th, 2022 until April 23rd of 2023, it can be a great time to add that addition. It's also a really good time for you, Libra, to repair any broken personal or business relationships. Scorpio, this is a year when you're going to find new ideas may swoop in and help you expand your life or business. Get out, discover new things. As you feel comfortable, as you want, go out to the theater, movies, sporting events, etc., to really help relieve that stress. There could be a new birth in the family, or if you have children, they could get awards or other accomplishments. Make sure that like romance is a part of your year, whether you're bringing the romance back in your marriage or just starting a new relationship. It's going to be really crucial to get some of the romance in there. Go out on dates with your husband or your partner, because y'all need it. So just know that. It's important to think through decisions during this time, look at the pros and cons, and really do your research and due diligence. You can see doors open that introduce you to new places or even new people. You never know. Sagittarius, this is the year to upgrade your skills, start a new training start a new training, or even enter a new degree program, but really upgrade those skills for whatever you do. It's a year that you could see yourself buying a new home or a new car, or you may be drawn to fixing up and making your current home more comfortable, whether it's renovations, additions, things like that. Be sure you don't delay in fixing any issues with your home, and don't dwell on any negative emotions, and that you spend time building relationships with your family. Celebrate birthdays, holidays, bringing fun, and that kind of feeling of togetherness this year is going to bring a very calming feeling for you. Based on your chart, some of you may just, that is not a thing. Insurance is going to give your home and your car that protection it needs. Spending more time at home is also going to give you that sense of contentment and a feeling of well-being. Capricorn, your ability to reach people this next year will be at new levels. Communication is going to be absolutely key. If you remember nothing this year, remember communication. Travel for both work and pleasure is going to help you unlock new information, expanding your level of expertise. You may find that creativity is at its peak, and your curiosity will create a fresh new outlook for you. If there are any classes you've wanted to take, this is a really great time to expand your knowledge as well as learn by observing others. So learn from others, take it in, watch them, see how they do it. Really be open to opportunities with mass communication, including the internet or television, or get creative. And take the time and allow your creative side to show, whether it be through writing, acting, speaking, dancing, playing an instrument. Just let it out, get creative. You just need to let it out. Just let out the creativity. And just let it out, because Capricorn, I know you aren't necessarily, that's not necessarily your thing. So communication skills are sharp now, but be sure to double check your writing, as you could be a little too sharp. And then your younger siblings, if you have them, may need some help. Aquarius, this is a time of financial gain for you. Opportunities arise for you to acquire more income and expand your business. Your voice is important this next year, so speak your truth. There will be opportunities for you to speak or give lectures, study new subjects. Teaching can be really well received during this time, and it's an excellent year to take control of your diet and work on your speech. Be cautious with your money, in the sense of like not overspending on unnecessary or extravagant things, because you could find it comes in and it goes out just as quickly. So keep a budget, keep an eye on your budget. Don't go crazy, and be sure that you stay true to your word. Don't make any promises you can't keep. So walk your talk, keep your words, don't break promises. Pisces, this can be a time of optimism with a feeling of overall comfort. Your confidence will be on the upswing. This is the time to prepare for new opportunity. You really have a chance to move up in the world. Allow yourself to grow in wisdom, but be cautious of not becoming so optimistic that you miss red flags or neglect any responsibilities. Really be sure to act sooner rather than later, or the opportunity could pass you by. So don't sit on it too long. Weigh the pros and cons, as I said, but don't sit too long. Jupiter is really empowered in this position and does indicate really a time of new beginnings for you, new projects. Also, really be sure to maintain a healthy diet and exercise, as this Jupiter is very expansive, and in the first house of who you are, it can be a time of weight gain because it can expand who you are. So just really watch that, eat healthy, get out and exercise, but still enjoy life. That is Jupiter in all 12 signs for you guys. Obviously, the best way to know the personal impact based on your chart is to talk to a professional astrologer. You can book your reading, Elizabeth at elizabethweimiller.com/contact. And again, if you're not sure what your ascendant or moon sign are, book a reading. Great way to figure it out and learn more about yourself. I do use the sidereal system of Vedic astrology for all of this. So it is different than tropical Western, who says something else, but in sidereal Vedic astrology, Jupiter is moving into Pisces April 13th. So I think it's going to be a beautiful transit. I think it's going to be a nice relief from having Jupiter in 2 Saturn ruled signs for the last 2 years. And look forward to pay attention to your inbox, because you're going to get another email about Saturn switching signs April 27th. So keep an eye, and I will see you guys then. And not too long after that, the new newsletter will be out. So if you're not signed up for the newsletter, head on over elizabethweimiller.com and sign up. Otherwise, book a reading below, and I will see you guys later this month.